All right, guys, a very good evening and welcome all to Vaidya's Chess Hub. And this is going to be an interesting day today because we are going to uh, encourage the mid-level and beginners today to develop their logical thinking. Let's see who all are there. Mohit Patel is the first to say hi. Then we have, hey, after a long time, we have Shreyan. Shreyan, hi, where are you? I hope that you will answer today. It's an assignment that I have no doubt that everybody will enjoy. No doubt about it whatsoever. Yes, Mohit has assured me that I will give my best possible answer, which is great. Now, who is this furious gamer? Kindly reveal yourself. I have no idea. A big hello. And a big hello to the new. Oh, yes. Jay has already said a big hello to him. So, furious gamer, kindly reveal your identity. If you are one amongst us, please let me know. If you are using a different ID, that is. Jay is, of course, as you know. He is the new moderator, and now we have the answer. Mohit says that he is my friend Mayank. So a big hello to Mayank, and you're welcome. And after a long time, we have Sagar Khedkar also. Good to see all the old guns back, because today you are going to have a blast. Today's session is going to be awesome. We are going to develop logical thinking, develop the moves yourself. There are going to be clues for you. It is so much fun. It's going to be great. But let's just address a few more greetings. Vihang is saying hello all, good evening all, which is great. And yeah, Sagar is saying sure. I am Sagar. That is his own ID. He is not using any other ID, not his parents' ID. Hey, Itesh is here, the upcoming promising young talent. Itesh, today I expect some cool answers from most of you. And let's see if we have anybody new here. Yes, we have students also from Badlapur, my good old students from PCC. And by the way, his thumbnail is Thug Life. What say, huh? What say? And let me know if I miss it. Then let me know if Avdut is here, because we have to nominate him as the new moderator. Yatharth Shinde is here. Yatharth, we needed you yesterday as well. I'd like to remind everybody that the streams now are for on all days. Yes, the focus more would be on seniors when it is their day, but more for you guys when it is your day. But I'm making it sure that everybody will have something to enjoy there. Everybody will enjoy the stream. So welcome Yatharth after a long time, and good to see you here. And Abhir is saying hi sir. By the way, those who missed his introduction yesterday, he is our latest student. So Namish, I think you have your answer. Hello Abhir. He is merely 8 years old. So Namish, I think now you have the answer. Who is Abhir Bere? He is our latest student. And who is Easy Science? Reveal yourself. He is Abhir. Oh, Bheer, no, just caps lock gone wrong there. Maybe you started with the caps lock and then use the shift key. Nachiket is using my lingo and saying cheers. You're welcome. By the way, hey, big hello. Harsh Khot is here. Yesterday we had a new admission, and today we have a new admission as well. I want all of you to welcome Harsh Khot. That is his name indeed. I'm going to also reveal his snap. He's shared his snap here. So I'm going to show you how talented he is, tell you more about him in the introduction. So Harsh Koth, a big hi and a shout out to you. You are welcome. This is your second day. Well, I am told by Harsh that he was there yesterday as well, but then we had no idea because he did not send any chat message at all. So a big hello and kindly say hi to Harsh. Mohit has done that. So Mohit has welcomed Harsh here. Yes, that's a good thing. And by the way, I think it is now that I should go about introducing Harsh Koth to everybody. So let me just do that. Let's go to this snap room, and this is Harsh. This is Harsh Koth for you. Now, Harsh can type in the chat about what this medal is. Seems to be a talented guy. And I'm going to tell you one more thing about Harsh. He's just um, entered 11th standard, the FYJC. I was about to say that he has just appeared for his 10th standard exam. But hey, this was the COVID-19 year, so he has not done that. So sorry, I almost said that, but later I realized that there were no exams this year. How could he have possibly done that? But anyway, and by the way, the thing that impresses me is that he has aspirations. He wants to join the Indian Army. And that is fantastic. So yeah, Vyang also is welcoming Harsh to the hub, which is fantastic. Harsh, you are welcome. Okay. And the Indian Army is a great dream. So I wish you all the best. Everybody is welcoming you. That's why, man, I wanted you yesterday to type the chat, because then everybody, you see, they're welcoming you here. And of course, we will have him added to our WhatsApp group as well. I'm told that Easy Science is Rayansh. Jay is saying that he was there, he said hi, but that's it. Okay, hi. I mean, I missed that. One hi in so many chats and I'll miss that. See, today I didn't miss that. Did he get the same grand welcome yesterday? Chinmay knows this. Chinmay was there with me yesterday when the stream, just before the start of the stream, I had this photo. So, by the way, I'm waiting. Harsh, quote from you. He's also said hi in response. Please tell us what that medal was about. Seems it was something important. And all the best. You probably go to NDA to Pune. And talking of Pune, hey, Samitra, sure, Vardhan. He's coming to NDA, man. He wants to join the army. So, National Defense Academy is probably the place where he will be. And Alan is here. Alan says he is a runner, looks like that from his medal, and also he had that runner label. So I think that, yeah, that tells a lot about it. And we also have Abir. Now, this is good culture here. This is excellent culture here. Abir, who is just 8 years old, he is welcoming another new student. That's what it is. That's what it is. Now, this is something that I appreciate. Now, Nachiket Patil is saying big hello to Harsh because he also belongs to that COVID-19 batch. Now, what's up with this, huh? So, the teachers are supposed to now remember you as the COVID-19 batch? Yeah, COVID-19 batch. Okay. Now, Kavish is saying, yeah, hey, I was also watching the entire stream yesterday, but you know what? I was watching it on my TV. Guys, I think it's time now to start. So, let me tell you, we are now going to deal with the positions. Or rather, it's not positions today, it's the entire game in a logical setup. I would request the seniors to wait and allow the juniors some opportunity, and only then try to answer, because remember, the focus today is our mid-level, the rising stars as we call them. So let's get started with it. It's going to be very interesting. Now, of course, welcome to the Vaidya Chess Hub. What is it going to be today? And today, build your moves till checkmate. I was also told by many that, sir, the thumbnail was absolutely impressive. It did take some time to build this up. I'm not going to lie to you. It definitely did some taking. So I would appreciate any comment. And Nachiket, since you are also a little creative here, I think you would also like what you see here. So what's it for today? Now, building a game till the point of checkmate. Now, every time you see this, of course, as usual, whenever it is the first one, it's always dead easy. Come on now, it's dead easy. So what do you see here? You have the, because this is the first position, I'll go in detail. From the next position, you're supposed to do things, okay? The juniors, I want your participation. Don't tell me that you are okay, you didn't have time to type. There will be enough time for you to type. The seniors have already been asked to restrain themselves from typing the answers hastily. So you are supposed to build the game until this point of checkmate. You can see now that it's already checkmate. We have got some moves as clues. I'm very sure that you see here. You got some moves here. Yeah. So you got 3 moves here, and it's going to be checkmate. That's why you have 3 lines here as well. You're supposed to just put them in proper logical building, or rather building blocks, or whatever you want to call them. And for every position, we probably should give you some time, but because this is the first one, I don't want to give you a whole lot of time, because this is dead easy. Come on, this is really very, very easy. Of course, I'll be on the webcam every time that I have it. By the way, I now have this infinite white space that I have, because I'm using this software where I have this infinite white space to build up whatever it is that I have to create. It's a great thing. Now, so he's a senior. Who's saying the senior? Oh, Mohit. Yeah, sure. Mohit should wait until this time. Yeah, sure. I know it use patience for making thumbnail and videos for YouTube. Thank you so much. God bless you, Alan Thomas. God bless you, my man. God bless you. Oh yeah, sure, because you know, you are somebody who appreciates that. Okay. Thank you. Jay has done a good job. It's just put Mohit in a timeout for 300 seconds. Now, Mohit, be sure that you follow everything. Any over smartness will be punished by Jay. And thankfully, Avdut is not here. Otherwise, you would have two guys to take care of everything. So, Namish, probably with the first one, he says E3 F5 should go first. Then it's knight C3 G5, and finally it should be queen H5 checkmate. And instead of 1-0, we quickly type 10. I think that is not 10. Please tell me that's not 10. I don't think it's 10. And we are going to now wait for a few more answers. Namish has corrected indeed. He says, okay, sir, it's not like that. Yatharth! E3 F5. By the way, don't ask me why, sir. Why are there no move numbers there? If I give you the move numbers, will it make any sense? That will kill the purpose. I am happy that nobody has asked me that question yet. I'm just happy. So Rayansh, I think, also has the right answer. What does Easy Science say? Easy Science says E3 F5. Oh, he has also not bothered to put move numbers. So Rayansh says, sir, if you are not going to put move numbers, well, I'm also not going to, put move numbers. That's bad. Abir has also answered. But Abhi's answer is E3 and knight C3. He's just typed the first white moves. But I think he's understood the logic. And yes, now if seniors, I don't think you'll bother this position that much. Will you? I don't think so. And honestly, you don't have to bother this position all that much. Seniors, I understand that totally. Because this is a damn easy position. You don't have to do this. I will, of course, go ahead and do it for you. Let me just get off the webcam for this purpose. All right, so let me get it back. And the way we are supposed to do this is we'll have E3, F5 going as first move. There's no doubt about that. Then you'd have knight C3, G5 that could be played. I mean, that's a possible continuation. I'm not saying it's good or it's bad. No comments there. But then I'm just saying that this is how the game would have logically proceeded. Congratulations to all those who got that right. And by the way, of course, E3, F5 itself is a bad choice for black. Knight C3, G5, Queen H5. By the way, Abhir and Harsh both, those who are joining in this first or second day today for you, 1-0 shows that, here you see this. Let me use a highlighter here or the laser point. So this 1-0 that you see here shows that actually white won the game. If it's 0-1, then it's black winning the game. Half-half, then it's a draw. So just keep that in mind. Now, what are we going to do? Are we just going to leave it at that? No, we are not going to leave it at that. What we are going to do is we are actually going to check. We have also got answers from others as well. So, Dishain, that is fantastic. That is fantastic. But why is there 2 F5? It's not 2 F5. White will play and black will play, right? So, that's just one move there. And by the way, Alan continues with that. He says, I made a 30-second intro for my YouTube yesterday. It uses a lot of my time. So now someone who does that will understand that it does take time. Okay. And Jay has complimented nice software, drag and drop moves is fantastic. Brilliant. Kavish is doing a good job lately. And yeah, so he's turning into a senior. But let me confirm that. But don't announce that yourself. Let me tell you that you have become a senior. I would love to do that. And as promised now, what are we going to do? We are going to go ahead and check whether the answer was right or not. So let's go to leeches quickly. And now we will go ahead and indeed check. So let's say e3 and f5 is what we did. Knight to c3 and g5. And now you have queen to h5, which is check and mate. So whatever it is that you tried was absolutely perfect. Congratulations. I think you did a great job there. And we are going to do this for every position. Now, this is very important that the seniors maintain that patience level and sit back for some time. As we go further and further into the positions, you will be required. Okay. Nachiket Patel is asking, is your channel membership planned or is it by default? No, I have planned a few things. Some are by default. Some are planned by me. There are various levels. So yes, I've taken good care to ensure that that happens. Finally, after the timeout, Mohit Patel is back. So yeah, Mohit, we just checked that, and that is indeed the right answer. Time, of course, now to go to the next one. And let's get back to the whiteboard. So if we are done with this, and what should we do now? Yes, what we should do now is go to the next position. Surely, right? Yeah, sure. Okay, game number 2. We have this as game number 2. Now, okay, again, what do you have here? What a lovely checkmate position here. But I guess most of you will know this. Most. I didn't say all, but most of you would know this. Okay, you have the moves. Start your calculation. And what I shall do is I will be on the webcam. Can I add a little stopwatch or something here? Yeah, we can have that, right? I guess we should do that. Why not? Yeah, let's do that. But by the way, it's for a minute. Can we go ahead and make it 2 minutes? Sure. Yeah, let's make it 2 minutes. Now, 1 minute is fine. That's what people are saying. They're telling me that it is absolutely fine. Okay. Meanwhile, Rupak Gokhale is saying, I came in late. He was at Shivtargarh. All right. But Rupak, now that you are here, man, 100% be with us and be regular because there is a lot of work to be done. And Rupak, you are also one of those students, who has a lot of potential. But the thing is that just saying that you are a good student is not enough. At time, it has to translate. So you have to be regular. Namish, again with the answer, e4, e5, he says that move goes first. Bishop c4, knight f6, queen h5, knight c6, queen takes f7, checkmate. Dishen also has the answer this time. Yatharth also has pitched in and has answered. Seniors are saying, okay, we will hold on to this because this was, again, what according to them should be a cakewalk. So I think that they are probably just waiting for their turn to come. It will. This was just the game 2. And aren't we impressed or what with Abir? Abir is saying, yeah, that's the way it goes. By the way, let's wait and see if Abir knows what kind of checkmate this is. There is a name for this. Again, the others don't just go about typing. Harsh Khoth can type this. And Abir, you can go ahead and type this. What is the name? Okay, what would you say is the name for this checkmate. There is a name for that. Others don't type. And by the way, for some strange reason, Granth Utekara said queen takes f8 mate. I don't see how that's possible. That's not even in the options. Man, the options I've given you are correct. Do you see queen takes f8 checkmate? Do you see that I've typed queen takes f8 checkmate anywhere? Like anywhere, dude? Why do you say queen takes f8 checkmate? As usual, I'm just waiting for answers from the two newcomers. Do you know what this is called? Well, Abir has a guess. Abir says that it is a smothered mate. It's a good guess, but I'm afraid that that's not the right answer. There is a type of mate called the smothered mate. So I am impressed with the knowledge you have. And by the way, here is the answer from Harsh Khoth as well, which is fabulous. However, the typing has gone wrong. Just go ahead and understand that every line that I have typed is one move. Meanwhile, Yatharth Shinde wants to know which application do you use. Well, this is the whiteboard. You have many whiteboards that you get. So, yeah, sure. No answers, and looks like I'm going to look at the rising stars for the answers. So good that you tried the smothered mate, but the actual answer is scholar's mate. And the correct answer by Namish. And this was my favorite checkmate. Oh, some comments. Namish says this was my favorite checkmate in Swiss tournament just before when he was a junior. Rayansh also completely agrees and says that hey, it is the scholar's mate. He has missed the apostrophe though. Yeah, but nonetheless, it was a good job. Now, should we go ahead and do this right? Sure, 100%. So let me go ahead and as usual get myself out of the screen, that is a webcam. Let's go back and adjust it so that you see and get the entire view. And now what I'm going to do is tell you what's the right order. So yes, e4, e5 will be played. Then you would have the queen to h5 attacking the pawn on e5, and therefore black will play knight to c6, which is the correct move, by the way. White will continue to play bishop c4 attacking that f7 pawn, and white and black may make a blunder attacking the queen by playing the knight to f6 that you see here. And finally, you would have the queen to f7, which is checkmate. This is fabulous. Well done, all those who did this. Now, let me just quickly explain how this works. So, e4 and e5, and then queen to h5. I don't want to clutter it with too many arrows. That's why I'm doing this. And so that there's no need to go into the leeches for this. This is well-known game. This is a scholar's mate. With the help of the bishop, of course, the last move was a blunder by black where he thought he'll attack the queen, but queen takes f7 is made. And now Abir would know that this is indeed the scholar's mate and not the smothered mate. But however, there is a type which is known as the smothered mate. I am mighty impressed with the knowledge that you have. Okay. My also Namish and Sir favorite. Okay. So I guess what Kavish wanted to tell Namish was that his favorite opening was also the scholar's mate. Okay, no problem. And now I think it's time for us to go to the next one. All right. So let's go to the position number 3. All right, position number 3. Well, now seniors, watch out. Slowly we are coming in your territory. It's game 3 now. Slowly but steadily we are coming there. 100% now. Watch the final move. That bishop has delivered the checkmate. Watch this, guys. The bishop has delivered this checkmate here. Watch this. Yeah, nowhere to go. It's checkmate. Let me just adjust this. Let me bring myself and the chat. And also start the countdown timer. But this time I'm pretty sure that we want to go for a solid 3 minutes here. No doubt about it. By the way, forget about the last one, the scholars made. Forget about that. Focus on this one, guys. Focus on this one. Arrange the order. Seniors, hold on. As I have already made it very clear, you need, to. What's the answer to this one? Meanwhile, my student says, I'm teaching chess to kids in my society. Gear them up. And once you think that they are up to certain level, surely introduce them to this chess hub. All the best for whatever it is that your project is, Nachiket Patel. That's a fantastic initiative. Let me know if there is anything that I can do to help your cause. A big thumbs up. Fantastic. Now, whenever somebody says that you're teaching, that reminds me of how our Molai sir did that, and how our ma'am at Tanuja ma'am at Vaidya's Chess Hub also took up coaching. A minute and a half more. Now, the way to build this up, if you want, you think you can start with d4, d5. Think again. Think again. Yeah, I think Nachiket, you're doing the right thing. You can start. He's asking for suggestions. He's saying, I've started with teaching the names of the pieces. Are pretty much the basic. You should go about telling them the symbols, the pieces, and the value. That's probably what you should start with. And more importantly, start with the end game simple checkmates first after they know the movement of the pieces, and then go to the other details. Anything beyond this, you'll have to contact me, and then I'll tell you, because then it might be a separate subject altogether. Anyway, so yeah, juniors, down to last few seconds. Mohit promised me that he's going to give some good answers, and he could think of 3 moves. That's not bad. That's not bad. Not bad. However, the time is up, and now the seniors can go ahead and type their answers, because we've not had answers from the juniors. Yeah, this one is surely where seniors can try. I think Chinmay had the answer, so you can go ahead and do that. We are waiting for seniors now to pitch in. Otherwise, of course, I am there to show you the answer. But I think that, we have an answer by Rayansh now. Okay, just in the nick of time. It says e4, c6, d4, d5, knight c6. How can white play knight c6? Guys, you don't have to select moves at random. Every move that is there is moved by white and black. So Rayansh, now if you look at your third move, how can white play knight c6? And I haven't even typed it like that. Do you see there knight c6 anywhere? Nowhere. So, okay. All right. What say the seniors? What say? Chinmay, what's up, man? I think he typed something and then he retracted the message, because at that stage it would have been too premature to answer. So now we have the answer by Chinmay. He says the way to go about it is e4, c6, then d4, d5, then knight c3, f6, then bishop d3, d takes e4, bishop takes e4, and knight d7. That goes next. Queen h5, g6, queen sacrifice, and then bishop mate. By the way, you can do it the other way as well. Bishop takes g6, h takes g6 would also be checkmate. That is something fantastic. That is simply super. Let me go ahead and do it in the whiteboard. And then for this one, we will need to check whether we are right or not about it. So the first one is indeed e4, c6. Abir and Harsh, you should know some names, okay, of the openings. e4, c6 is the Karo Khan defense, by the way. The next one will be d4, d5. That's the main line. There's no problem there. Knight f3 and f6. Knight c3 and f6. No, I don't think so. No, I think the order will be changed there. Yeah, surely. Surely the order will be changed there. Yeah. Fine, okay. So now Granth has some answer. He says knight c3 f6 should also, in his opinion, be the next move. That's wrong. If you play knight c3 f6 first, then how can it be queen h5? And how can, if you play, well, okay. No. I think the order can be a little better. What about the exchange of the pawns first? Surely, right? Abhir, that is just brilliant. Karo Khan it is, and he actually loves what's happening here, which is fantastic. Mohit says, I have made some progress. And what's his progress? It's this much. Well, that's not bad at all. Yatharth also has tried. Now, this is what I want. This is what I want. But of course, the third move, people stick to that as the third move. I don't like that. You're just probably copying Chinmay here. Do you want some time? I think the third move is about the pawn exchange there at the center. You don't want to go ahead and do that. That knight c3 and f6 will come later. Logically. Even Namish has copied the same. Yeah, pretty much. Hey Suvradas, how are you? I am absolutely fine. We are building games up until the position that you see on your screen, which is the checkmate. So we are building up the game. Okay. So Suvradas, we are absolutely fine. Hope you are fine there. And you've now understood what it is that we are doing. We are building the sequence and we will get to the position what's there on your screen. The final position is the bishop takes g6 checkmate 1-0. So e4 c6 d4 d5, we've reached there. Sure. What's next? I think we'll go for, yeah, this move comes next. Bishop d3. Surely that happens. And then you'll go about taking with the bishop. Then the knight could come to d7. Then you could have the knight c3 move played as development, with f6 being the blunder then. Surely. And after this, now you could play queen h5, check. Yes, it's very important. It becomes a check. g6 to block the check. Queen takes g6 check, h takes g6. And finally, you would have bishop g6, which will be a checkmate. Yeah. Well, you can share it, but make sure that you share it to me on my email. Don't share it anywhere. Share it on my email ID, which I shall reveal later. Okay. Yatharth thinks, yeah, surely it can be bishop d3 and d takes e4. Only then you can logically do that. But Chinmay says knight c3 and f6 also work. It wouldn't disturb any of that chain, and the move still could be very logical, says Chinmay. Knight c3 is also absolutely fine. We will now go ahead and check that, because this is one game that really required some thinking, which is wonderful. All right, so let's go ahead and check that. Go to Lichess. And let's start a fresh game. Let me go to Lichess. There you go. So now let us see. We are planning to play the moves e4, c6, d4, d5, bishop to d3, pawn takes, bishop takes. By the way, watch everything properly, guys. You see everything here. This is the way we think that, it could have gone. And after bishop takes, you would have knight d7, just preparing some development. It's not about right or wrong today, mind you. Knight to c3, you have f6. And after f6, now we know that he's just created some weakness along this diagonal. It's always, as a beginner, please remember, You don't want to expose that E8 H5 diagonal. You don't want to do that. That is like opening the Pandora's box. Type it in the chat if you know, if you have heard of this, the Pandora's box. Have you heard of this? Have you done this in school? The Pandora's box. You play F6, you're inviting trouble. Of course, now don't cite examples where it's the Dutch defense D4 F5. once you understand chess at a certain level, well, surely you'll explore those openings. But as a rule of thumb, at the level, the beginner and mid level, stick to the basics and gradually take it further. So opening that particular diagonal by playing F6 pawn is not going to work. Okay, so I'll cancel that, and we have now seen that after this it's just the check. The only way to block the check is G6, and now you could do it either way. You could do it either way. We did it with a beautiful queen sacrifice, and then the pawn took the queen. Well, you want to play moves like this. You really want to play moves like this, guys. This is just brilliant. You want to play moves like this in order to, impress and be happy. Smothered mate is one such trick. Now, Jay is saying surely opening the Pandora's box is what he knows. And Abir Bere is saying no, but what are you saying no for that? For why is that no here? Kiran Korke, which is Kavish Korke, right? Yeah, Kavish has now typed a new line. He has missed the third move. He has put the move number 4 2 times. But you should appreciate, guys, that these juniors try to type. That's a very important thing. They try to type. And it's not easy to do it at that speed, So they try hard. I'm really impressed, okay? Really impressed. However, that is not exactly the answer. Do you like to recommend the 2 nights variation of Caro-Kann? Okay, depends. I mean, there's no way to by heart an opening and be better at chess. You can't do that. At the end of the day, you have to play well. Is Pandora an opening or a word? Oh no, this Pandora's box is not related to chess. It's just universal. Pandora's box, it's a story. You got to read that. Google. You got to search more. And we are joined in by Pooja ma'am. Hello, Pooja ma'am. Very, very good evening. Okay. Oh yeah, sure. So Abir is saying the no was for the Pandora's box. I don't know. Maybe you should ask your parents about it. Something that leads to unending problems. Something that you do that leads to just unending problems forever is said opening, is referred to as opening the Pandora's box. So problems until it was shut, there were no problems. Okay, so try to Google the story. And yeah, the moderator is right. It is a story. So guys, I hope you've understood this. One more point before we go to the next position. I said it works the either way. This also works if you sacrifice first with the bishop. So yeah, bishop takes G6. No other thing to do than to take the bishop, and then you could keep the queen and then go for the checkmate. Now, I hope that, some juniors must be there who would probably fancy this. They'll say, okay, why to give the queen? But hey, as you grow up, you'll understand. If you just give away the queen, that's something. You want to checkmate your opponents in that manner. You know what? Let us now quickly go ahead and to the position number 4. Game number 4. It's not positions today, is it? We are done with this. Let me now get myself off and also put it back in shape for you to see it very clearly. The next one. This is game number 4. Take a good look at it. Again, the seniors. I think I don't have to say seniors. Just Chinmay would be fine. So this is what you do. You wait for everybody. Type in their answers. Juniors, I'm making a few things very clear here. Just a minute before you start. The entire thing is one move. It's not like knight f3 and knight c6 are separate. So knight f3 will be white's move, knight c6 is the black move. Similarly, knight b2 is the white move, queen e7 is the black move. And that's how you go about it. Please just remember that. So it's not like you have to go one by one. This entire thing is one move. Okay, let me use the highlighter and just demonstrate it. This entire thing here is one move. This entire thing here is one move. Okay, that's what I wanted to highlight. I'll get rid of. Ooh, what happened there? All right. Yep. Let me adjust the bar so that I can start your countdown timer and everything. What say about this? Think about it. Suvradas, I will take care of those things. Thanks. Let's see if you can type the answer. If I have to ask the question, you will have to answer. That's how it goes. So let's see, type the answer here. But just wait for the juniors to get their sufficient allotted time, and only then you should go ahead and do this. Hey, this is nice. Kavish is saying, I've seen this mate in Chess Talk official channel. Brilliant. So go ahead and then put the sequence. All these checkmates that I'm showing you are absolutely common. And we have done ourselves these moves. We played these games quite a few times because they just are so important to understand. They are the building blocks that will take you to the next level. Kavish, by the way, having said that you can go ahead and type it, you can definitely type it properly. You use your time. Well, by the way, again, I think Abir here with the answer C. It's not C4 E5. I think it is E4 E5. You see that clearly. It is not C4 E5. Go ahead and do that. So make sure that you type the answer and correctly. You can try again. Abir, good try. Rayansh, let's have the answer from you. Why are people saying C4 E5 as the first move? Does that work? C4 E5, will that logically work? I wonder. You have like another 45 seconds for this. C4 E5, you think that that should be the starting move? Will that be logical? No, it is C4. I beg your pardon. It is C4, but not as a first move. It is C4. It is C4. It is C4. It's just that it's not the first move. So Kavish, if you don't know the moves, that's exactly what we are doing here. So don't tell me that you already have seen this. Then what is the use of you telling me that you have seen this? It's of no use. It becomes of no use, right? It becomes redundant. It's funny you say, "Who have watched this?" Then don't tell me you watched this if you can't do it. Just make sure that you do this here. Then I will accept that, okay, fine, some element of confirmed knowledge. You say you know it, but then you don't reveal the order. Even Mohit has gone for C4 E5 as the first move. Really? Okay, time for me then to teach you this opening. This is known as the Budapest Gambit. All these openings are very famous. Every chess player would know that, should know that, because these are the basics, and that's why I'm teaching this to you today. So learn the move order. Now Kavish, pay extra attention. Now that the answer hasn't come right, yeah, surely. Vyang is asking a question. Can I tell the answer now? Vyang, LOL man, LOL. Every time the time is up, the seniors have the license. I've already said that. Go ahead, Vyang, tell the answer. Every time you see this on the screen, time's up. When the countdown is over, that's all the time that was allotted for the juniors. Definitely seniors now can go for their answer. Go ahead. I think Vyang will tell us the logical start. Hey, Mohit improves before him. Just in the nick of time, Mohit. That is awesome. Man, that is awesome. D4, knight f6, c4, e5. Go on. Good start. Awesome start, Mohit. Almost doing that. So, Kavish, now when you learn this, don't forget. You are saying that you forgot. Don't forget it from now. Pranav, just go ahead and type if you understood how the checkmate was for the last game. You remember we sacrificed the queen. So, Harsh, if you were listening to that, just go ahead and type. Mohit, I've already answered your question. Is it right? Yes. Your answer D4, knight f6, c4, e5 is the right way to go. That's the start. That is the start. That is just brilliant. By the way, we are still waiting for Vyang's answer. Vyang, what you can do, you seniors, is that you can keep the answer ready, and after the countdown is over, surely you can go ahead and type it. But don't do what Datta did yesterday. Don't type it or send it before the time is up, the thinking time, the countdown, or whatever you want to call it. We will wait a few more seconds for Vyang's answer. Otherwise, I'm going to show you the answer myself. We have the answer from Grant Utekar first. He says E4, E5. Well, we have established now that it is not E4. I told you it is C4. So that answer is rejected. It is C4, I told you. So it is not E4, it is C4. All that I meant was that it's not the first move. I clarified it when I was talking to Abir. You should have heard that, Grant. Mohit improves on his answer by one move. No, Mohit. If you play C4 and E5, the pawn will be hanging. I'm not going to wait anymore for... Oh, just in the nick of time, we have Vyang's answer. Just in the nick of time. Man, I was almost about to show you. Here you go, guys. The senior. D4, knight f6. Now watch this. C4, e5. He also goes for knight f3. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The Budapest gambit. Sure. Knight f3. Knight f3, knight c6. After c4, e5. Okay, good work, right? Good work. Yeah, no problem there. Hey, our very own Ant-Man has also answered. Everyone goes, he has gone for the second move as knight f3. The first move is d4, e5. Where do you see that? The entire line is one move for white and black. Ant-Man, improvise please. Back to Vyang's answer. And now let's go ahead and check the answer. What I think we need to do, let me get myself off from the webcam. Let me also stop the chats for a little while. Let me scroll. Let me set this in position for everybody. That's where we are. Now, one thing is for sure, there is no doubt about d4, knight f6 being the first move. Okay. Then you have c4 and e5 that makes the Budapest gambit. Then this move has to come. D takes e5. The pawn is taken. I'll demonstrate that. I'm just going by logical order here. The logical order. Now when the pawn is taken, the knight moves to g4. Now the knights have to come out attacking more and defending more for that pawn on e5, the new pawn on e5. The bishop f4 comes in for more support while black gives a check. I'm going to take you to the board to show you this game. Don't worry about it. Now the check is blocked by the knight to b2. Queen e7 by black, forcing more attack on that e5 pawn. However, over here now, white could go for a3 and knight ge5. Surely. We will talk about white as knight ge5. And finally, you would have this move here, which is a takes b4, knight d3, checkmate. Well, that was no doubt that a takes b4, knight d3 would be the move. Okay. Now let me take you to the board to show you this. Okay. By the way, Yatharth also did share his answer. The c4 opening is the English opening. I'm not denying that. I'm not denying that at all. So it could transpose in a way if you play c4, e5, d4, knight f6, it could follow the same order. That I agree. But Ayush, I guess I told you where the mistake was. The way you typed it, I believe, was... The way you typed it was a little different. It was not even in the options. Yeah, you typed d4, e5. How can it be d4, e5? That's what you typed, Ayush. Scroll up and see what you typed. That was not even one of the options. That's why I said that it was wrong. Okay. Let's see. Now, Vyong also said that sure, that that looks like the third move. No doubt about that. Let's go ahead and now see this in the game. Of course, for this one, you have to remember that it is going to be black to play. Okay. It's black to play, guys. Let me take you to this. Yes, Vyong now says that he feels that d takes e5, knight g4 can be the move number 3. Let's go ahead and do this. So d4, knight to f6, c4, e5. Mind you that this is the right order. Let's say logically, if you go back and you're telling me that d4, e5 should be the first move, well then logically it's just a free pawn. It's the England gambit. Try to understand what I'm saying. So it doesn't serve the purpose. I think this is more the logical move. And now this is the move number 3, as I said, attacking this free pawn, and that's the Budapest gambit. Just remember this. This is the Budapest gambit. Budapest is the capital city of a country. If you can type it in the chat, if you know what country that is, go ahead and do that. Yatharth also has some answers. Yeah. So Vyang has improvised on his answer, but I think you've improvised it just in the nick of time before I showed it. Mohit also has now the complete answer. Was it before I started showing it? We'll find out. So let's go back. And here we will see what's next. After the knight moves to g4, yeah, knight to f3, because this pawn was attacked. You're defending the pawn. Black will go about adding another attacker to this pawn. So now you can see that there are 2 attackers and 1 defender for this. So this is the way you're supposed to do this. Okay. Vyang with the right answer. That's right. Budapest is the capital of Hungary. That's right. Or Hungary, as you say. Even Jay, the moderator, with the right answer. Fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. Okay. Let's go on. Continue with this. So yeah, there you go. Then attack more, and now here's his defense. So now if you see now, this is attacked twice and also now defended twice. This is the beauty of it. Learn the game this way. It's complete logic of how this is developing. These are the moves that we have there on the board. Okay, just following that. Now what? After this, black goes about playing the bishop b4 check and the knight bd2. Now, why is it knight bd2? A quick reply on that by anyone who's willing to answer this. My question is, why do we write this as knight bd2? This is a lecture for the mid-level and beginners. Why is it not okay just to write knight d2? Why knight bd2? And I have given you the clues. I've drawn the arrows there. Why is it like that? We are supposed to do 9 positions. This will be an extended session. I'll tell you very quickly why that's the case. It's because both the knights could have come on this d2 square. So how do we know which knight came on d2? That's why bishop, after it checked, knight which was on the b file, that came on d2. So knight bd7. If had this knight come here, we would have written knight fd2, knight bd2, something like that. Okay. Now queen e7, a3 to scare this bishop, but we are not going to be scared. And if white says, hey, good, I got the bishop, now comes this knight checkmate. Now look at this checkmate, and I want to now highlight and tell Abir, you remember you talked about the smothered mate? If you remember, man, this is the smothered mate. So Abir, now you can type it. Abir, this is the thing, man. Now this is smothered mate. Now why? What's the difference here? The difference is that the king has nowhere to go. That's why. Well, Jay says he is. If it's going to be an extended session, then he would go be past 7. I think that the session till 7 needs to be attended, Jay, and leave not before 7. I think that's a scheduled timing. 2 or 3 minutes before that you may, but at least stick for some more minutes. Of course, if this becomes an extended session, then you will be excused. Yes, this is the smothered mate. There's no doubt about that. Okay. Mohit is saying Avdut is not here. Yes, he is the second monitor and we were waiting for him. Maybe we'll then invite him for, as a co-commentator, just like Jai was. Who knows? Maybe I would probably ask on WhatsApp now who would like to be my co-commentator. So that's how this game was. And very quickly now what we will do is go to the whiteboard. This is done. And let us go to the next one. Game 5. Okay, so I don't mind stopping this here. I'll tell you why. Okay, let me come on the main chat. I think this is the time where we can stop. We will take this 5th position as the last position because there were 10 positions. So we will take this as the last position and we'll continue this on Friday. That's always a viable option. And meanwhile, yes, Jay is saying that, yeah, I will leave at 7. So Jay, you're not going to miss anything. Let's now make this an extended session. Surely. So there were 10 positions as mentioned in the description on our YouTube for the live stream today. But of course, you always have to permit time for the students if they want to answer. So what we'll try to do is, we will stop at this position. So this will be the last position for today. I will continue with this on Friday. So this is now the next, which is quite identical to what you see here. Yeah, somewhat identical, right? So we did that. Yeah. Shall we do game 6 now? Is it that we just did the game 5? I think we just did the 5th position, isn't it? So I don't want to go to game number 6 right now, guys. Should we go to game number 6? I don't want to go to game number 6. Nah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to go to game number 6 right now. Honestly, I don't want to do that. Now, that is why what we will do is, we will ask you to take one position, do some research, and take one game as your homework. You can share the image on our WhatsApp group, build your own moves, and share it with everybody so that 100% people will appreciate whatever it is that you do. Yeah, sure, 100%. People, we don't want to extend this. We have got another 6 minutes. What we will probably do is talk about the 6th position. I'm a little tempted. Can we do the 6th position? Just tell me in the chat. Otherwise, what we will do for the remaining 4 to 5 minutes odd that we have is we'll do some revision of the games that we studied, or I could tell you more about the whiteboard application, about why I love the infinite white space that I get as a creator of all these things. Hey, we have the answer for which one? For the position number 6. Really? Did that? Did you do that? Now, Jay wants to share a game. Yeah, sure, but on WhatsApp, not here. So, Jay, that would serve as your homework. Surely we could do that. So, Grant says, no, we don't want that sixth game to be done right now. Let's have number 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for Friday. 100%. Sure, we can do that. No problem there. Back to Jay, who's saying he wants to share a game. Surely do that. Very quickly, we will talk about the whiteboard application that I'm using, and this is a brilliant tool. I'm telling you, absolutely brilliant. What it helps me, or rather how it helps me, is in this way. The tool is quite simple to handle. I have got this tools here with which I'll probably show it to you very quickly with a blank page. I'll just create a blank page. I'll delete that later. Maybe I'll just scroll down, see here. So guys, watch this, okay? Watch this. First of all, I have this pen tool, and then I have got wide range of colors. I have the black one. By the way, I can adjust the thickness. It goes slimmer, slimmer, and ultra slim. I have got colors to choose. If this was black, this is the red. You've got the blue color, you've got the red color, and you've got the yellow color. There's no doubt about this one. There's no, there is nothing called as the chrome color here. This is typically yellow. And then what do we have here? I have the eraser, so I'll go ahead and erase everything that I have on board. That's fantastic. One wipe and it's gone. I have the highlighter tool as well. So for example, if I write something, let's say I type something here, like J is the, let's say, okay, wait a minute. Just go ahead and do this. Okay, so let's say I type something. I say J is the new moderator. You can use this, by the way, for your school to make notes. And this is what I type. Let's say I go about making my notes like this. See this? Then you go about making notes like this. Then again, you can use the highlighter tool and you can select the color and say who is the new moderator. It's like Jai. Okay, sure. So you can highlight that. More importantly, if straight line is a problem for you, you have this and you can actually create a smooth straight line. You see notice the difference between when I actually drew the straight line like this. No matter how much I try, there always will be a difference. And notice with a straight line how really straight it was. When you draw it, you make a mockery of the straight line there. Not to forget that because of the infinite space, you just can go scrolling on and on and on. You can go scrolling on and on and on and on. It's just too easy, and you are never going to run out of space. So I hope that you love this. There are tons of other things you can do with the whiteboard. You can search more online, and this will 100% help you with your school assignments. I have no doubt about it, guys. So what do the people say now? Well, Yatharth, I think it's whiteboard. You can search. There are a lot of things that you try. In fact, there are so many boards that may even be better than this. Go ahead and you tell me which one is your favorite. This is fantastic. By the way, yes, Mohit, the application is good. I repeat that you can make your notes here. You can upload your school images also there for project and journals. By the way, when you create a page, you can also do it with the ruled lines. You can also make it single line. For maths, you can have the square book or something like that. You can do that. Anyway, all in all, fantastic. Showed you an app, a new app. We did 5 positions. We'll continue from the 6th position on Friday, when our focus will again be on the juniors and the rising stars in the mid level. Tomorrow again will be session for the seniors, where we'll probably give them a good enough challenge. So we'll stop for now. Everybody, take care. Jay is saying goodbye. You can type whatever goodbye messages. Hey, but before you go, let me know, how was the logical thinking today? Did you enjoy the session? Today what we did was, I had all the moves for you, and we actually logically in a sequence build up the moves. We did them until checkmate. So you saw the end result, you had the image, and then we had the moves, and accordingly we had to properly line them up. Let me know if you liked it. And we will stop for now. We'll meet again. Hopefully the moderator, the other monitor, will be with us next time. Everybody is saying bye. By the way, bye is BYE. Yes, cheers is my word. And Harsh, thank you for joining. Abir, thank you for joining. Harsh, have your parent call me tomorrow morning, let's say by 11:30. We'll discuss more about what it is that in your case we can do more. Take care. Bye bye. Cheers. Thank you. Because you enjoyed this. That is Mohit Patel. Very enjoyable session. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thanks. Very good. Bye, guys. Bye.